Have you ever wondered what happens to your body when you don't eat? It's a question that might have crossed your mind as you skipped breakfast to catch the early train, or when you're too engrossed in work to take a lunch break. Food is not just about satiating our hunger, it's the fuel that keeps our body functioning. Every cell, every organ, every system in our body relies on the nutrients we consume. When we don't eat, we're not just dealing with a grumbling stomach or a dip in energy levels, there's a lot more happening beneath the surface. Our body is a complex machine, and it reacts in fascinating ways when it doesn't receive the fuel it needs. From initial responses like fatigue and mood swings to long-term effects that can impact our overall health, missing meals can lead to surprising outcomes. Now let's dive into what exactly happens when your body starts missing meals. First, your body goes into survival mode. Imagine it like this: you're a ship captain and suddenly there's a massive storm. The first thing you do is to assess the situation and use whatever resources you have to ensure your survival. That's exactly what your body does when you don't eat. Let's delve a bit deeper. The primary source of energy for our body is glucose. It's like the fuel that keeps the ship sailing smoothly. When you eat, your body breaks down the food into glucose, which is then used to power the cells in your body. But what happens when you stop eating? When there's no new supply of glucose, your body turns to the stored glucose in your liver and muscles. This stored glucose, also known as glycogen, is quickly converted back into glucose and used to keep the body functioning. However, this stored glucose can only last for about 24 hours. After the glycogen reserves are depleted, the body starts breaking down stored fats to produce energy. This process is known as ketosis. While it sounds like a great way to lose fat, it's not as simple or healthy as it seems. Not eating for prolonged periods can lead to several symptoms. You might start feeling tired and weak, as your body is not getting enough energy to function properly. Difficulty in concentrating is another common symptom, as your brain, which usually runs on glucose, is forced to adapt to using ketones, the byproduct of fat breakdown. Mood swings are another side effect. You might find yourself feeling irritable or anxious. This is because food plays a significant role in regulating our mood. When we eat, our body releases feel-good chemicals like serotonin. Without food, the production of these chemicals can decrease, leading to mood swings. That's just the beginning. Let's see what happens next. As time passes, the effects become more severe. When the body doesn't receive the nutrients it needs, it starts to break down its own tissues to survive. This is the onset of malnutrition. Malnutrition isn't simply about feeling hungry. It's a state of being where the body is literally starving, even if you're still eating minimal amounts. The body isn't getting the right balance of vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients it needs to function properly. This can lead to a weakened immune system. Imagine your immune system as a castle. The soldiers, your immune cells, are there to protect it. But without proper nourishment, your soldiers become weak, unable to defend the castle effectively. This leaves you more susceptible to infections, diseases, and other health problems that a robust immune system would typically fend off. And then, there's organ damage. When the body lacks nutrients, it starts to consume its own tissues for energy. This includes vital organs like your heart and liver. Over time, this can lead to significant organ damage. For instance, the heart may shrink from lack of nutrition, leading to irregular heart rhythms or heart failure. Further, the body could also suffer from a higher risk of chronic illnesses. For example, when the body is deprived of calcium and vitamin D, which are crucial for bone health, the risk of osteoporosis increases. Osteoporosis is a condition where bones become weak and brittle, increasing the risk of fractures. Also, insufficient intake of essential fatty acids and antioxidants like vitamin C and E can increase the risk of heart disease. These nutrients help maintain the health of the heart and the elasticity of the blood vessels. So you see, depriving your body of food isn't just about losing weight or feeling hungry. It's about a systemic breakdown that can lead to long-term and potentially irreversible damage. It's pretty scary, isn't it? But that's not all. Not eating also takes a toll on your mental health. A phrase we often hear, but what does it really mean? Let's delve into it. Your brain, like any other part of your body, requires fuel to function. This fuel comes in the form of nutrients from the food we eat. When you deprive your body of food, you're also robbing your brain of the essential nutrients it needs to operate at its best. One of the first things to be affected is your mood. You might find yourself becoming irritable, frustrated, or even angry. This happens because your brain is struggling to keep up with its normal functions without its usual fuel source. If you've ever been hangry, this is why. It's not just a clever wordplay, it's a physiological response to a lack of nutrients. But the impact doesn't stop with your mood. Over time, a lack of nutrients can lead to more serious mental health issues such as depression. The chemicals in your brain that regulate your mood, like serotonin and dopamine, rely on nutrients from your diet. Without these nutrients, these chemicals can become unbalanced, leading to feelings of sadness, hopelessness, or a lack of interest in things you once enjoyed. In addition to mood changes, you might also notice a decrease in your ability to concentrate. Your brain needs a steady supply of glucose, the sugar that powers your brain cells, to focus. When you don't eat, your brain doesn't get the glucose it needs, which can make focusing on tasks or even simple conversations difficult. It's important to note that everyone's body and brain react differently to a lack of food. Some people might experience these symptoms more severely than others. And while these symptoms can be alarming, they're also your body's way of telling you that it needs nourishment. So, we've seen the physical and mental impacts, but what can we do about it? Stay tuned as we talk about prevention and recovery in our next segment. Your mind and body are precious, and understanding how to care for them is essential. The good news is, these effects can be prevented and even reversed. Now, we've talked about the effects of not eating on your body, both physically and mentally. But how do we stop these from happening or turn things around if they've already started? Well, the answer lies in the 3 pillars of a healthy lifestyle: a balanced diet, regular meals, and staying hydrated. A balanced diet is not just about eating, but eating right. It's not about cutting out certain food groups completely, but about finding a balance. It includes all the essential nutrients your body needs: proteins to rebuild cells, carbohydrates for energy, fats for brain health, vitamins and minerals for various bodily functions, and fibers for digestion. A balanced diet ensures your body gets everything it needs to function optimally. Next, regular meals. Our bodies are like engines that need fuel to run. Just as you wouldn't drive a car on an empty tank, you shouldn't expect your body to run without food. Regular meals keep your metabolism active, preventing it from going into starvation mode and conserving energy, which can lead to weight gain and other health issues. And finally, hydration. Water plays a crucial role in almost every major body function. It helps in digestion, absorption of nutrients, circulation of blood, regulation of body temperature, and even brain function. So, staying hydrated is as important as eating right. Of course, if you're struggling with food intake, it's important to seek professional help. Dietitians, nutritionists, and therapists can provide guidance and support, helping you develop a healthier relationship with food. In conclusion, your body is a complex machine, and food is the fuel it needs to keep running smoothly. Eating regularly, eating right, and staying hydrated are the keys to preventing the negative effects of not eating. But remember, there's no shame in seeking help if you're having trouble managing your diet. Remember, your body needs fuel to function. Don't starve it. So, we've learned a lot about what happens to our bodies when we don't eat. We discovered that initially, our bodies go into survival mode, utilizing stored fat and glycogen for energy. But if we continue to deprive ourselves of food, the body starts breaking down muscle tissue, leading to long-term effects such as weakened immunity and organ damage. We also delved into the mental impact of not eating. Our minds become foggy, our mood plummets, and we may even experience heightened anxiety or depressive symptoms. In the face of such repercussions, we explored the importance of prevention and recovery. A balanced diet, regular meals, and seeking help when needed are key to maintaining our health. It's amazing, isn't it, how our bodies respond, adapt, and fight to keep us going even when we don't give it the fuel it needs. Next time you think about skipping a meal, remember what's at stake. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Body Blaster Insights. If you enjoyed today's insights, give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe for more. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's build a positive community together. Stay motivated, stay positive, and keep thriving.